Oh, rolling. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, wherever you happen to be, or good evening for that matter. This is Ralph, and in this stream, I want to cover a topic that I think is very important for those people that are thinking about starting their own home based business, but may have a few misconceptions about what the whole process entails. And this topic is do not fire your boss until after you have seen this. A lot of people will start their own work from home, home based business type of enterprise, and they will think of it as a job. Okay. And they think that they can just fire their boss and then next week start bringing in money just working from home. Problem is, it does not work that way so many times. And I'm going to explain why it doesn't work that way and how you can solve some of these problems associated with bringing a home based business into profit sooner rather than later. But a lot of people think they can just fire their boss and then just start making money from home just instantly, just like that. And, it doesn't work that way. My first home based business that I started, I really feel that I was lucky, very fortunate in that home based business, in that I built it entirely from scratch and I brought it into profit within a few months. It was a physical service that we were offering. It was a lawn mowing service, landscaping service. And we had a lot of people, a lot of potential customers that lived right in our neighborhood. And so I thought, no problem. I can probably promote this service, get it going pretty quickly. And in fact, that's what I did. I just ran an ad in the local newspaper. And within a few weeks, I had my first customers lining up at the door. And it was pretty neat. I brought that business into profit within a few months. But there are other people out there that will struggle with a home based business. A lot of people like to do it online, create their own online business because it seems like it's so much easier. And once you figure it out, it really is a lot easier. But they think that they can bring it into profit quickly. And I've seen people that work for months, even years, even decades without bringing their first business into profit. And a lot of people they think they can just build a business from scratch, or they can buy a business opportunity and make it profitable within a few weeks. Sometimes you can. More often than not, though, it doesn't work out that way. And the problem, as I see it, is that folks think that they can build a home based business and it's going to be like going out and finding a job. Okay, you go online, you find a business opportunity, you buy into it, and they think, okay, this is just like getting a job at Wally World or Hamburger Hut. If I show up, if I put in the time, if I do the work, there's going to be a regular paycheck in that. And every Friday, I'm going to get paid. It doesn't work out that way. And this is why when you get a job working for like Wally World or Hamburger Hut or pizza place, whatever, you're getting a job at a business that has already been established and which is already in profit. When you're building your own business at home, you first have to do the work of establishing that business and bringing that business into profit. And this goes with building a business from scratch, like I have done, or building a business with one of those done for you systems, and I've done that too, that give you everything that you need to succeed. Well, you still have to learn how to use the system. You still have to learn how to do the system properly. And you have to get good at doing the system and showing up and doing it day in, day out, day after day after day, until you've learned your lessons and you know how to do the business right. When you are getting a job at another corporation, you are building your future on the blood, sweat, and tears of other entrepreneurs that have spent years building that business, establishing that business, and bringing that business into profit. A lot of people like to get jobs at Walmart. We call it Wally World where I live. I know that's a popular nickname for this place in so many other areas too. But it took Sam Walton a number of years to build up Walmart to the point to where it became profitable, to the point to where it became what it is today. Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, that's another great example. It took Colonel Sanders a number of years and a number of failed businesses before he finally hit on the idea for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And it took him a lot of work to bring that idea into profit and to build it up, to get it established, to make it profitable, to make it what it was and what it is today. And I mean, it just took Sam Walton. It took Colonel Sanders. It takes a lot of entrepreneurs, many years of hard work to make a business idea profitable, to establish that business and to make it work. To make it work to the point to where they're able to hang out signs and saying, yes, we are open and we are hiring. Come work with us. And people think that they can just build their own business from home and make it profitable in very short order. And sometimes you can. Sometimes you can get a business idea that's just the right idea for the right place, the right time, and make it profitable. But more often than not, you have to learn as you go. You have to learn how to create a business and make it profitable and get it established. And a lot of people, they start their own home-based business thinking, okay, I'm going to do this in 1 week. I'm going to give this 7 days. If it's not profitable, I'll drop it, move on to something else. And the thing is that many times it can take you months to build a business, even with a done-for-you system, to get it established, to make it your own, and to bring it into profit. Other people, it may take years of learning, years of hard work to get their home-based business established and in profit. Sam Walton, I mean, a lot of people like to think of him as like an overnight success. He had a lot of failed businesses under his belt before he finally hit on the Walmart idea. And it took him some time to get that thing established. And that goes with a lot of other businesses. A lot of people that think that, a lot of businesses that people think of as being overnight successes are really the result of many years of hard work, determination to bring this business into profit and to make this idea work. When you're building your own home-based business, you absolutely have to have that same attitude that I am going to build this business, I am going to make it profitable, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to do it for however long it takes. And people that start and give up every 7 days, they are never going to make it. My first business was not profitable within the first 7 days. I was operating at a loss because I was advertising in the newspaper. That cost me about $20 a month to advertise my business. And it took a couple of weeks before I finally got my first customers lining up at the door. And I was fortunate. I felt lucky that it took off that quickly. A lot of folks, it may take months. But if you're giving up every week, if you're giving up and starting all over again every month or every 2 months, you are scamming yourself, because what you are doing is that you are putting in the hard work to get your business going. And then just when you're maybe starting to build up a little bit of momentum, a little bit of potential momentum, you are giving up and then throwing in the towel and then starting all over again with another system. You will never make a business profitable with that kind of a short-term attitude. You have to get in with a long-term attitude, the attitude that I'm going to do whatever it takes to build my dream because it's worth it. And you know what? From my perspective, it is worth it. My wife and I have been working from home since 2011. We've used a variety of different strategies. And before that, we were slaving away working for other people. We live in the country. The nearest big town is like 60 miles away. The nearest moderately big town is like 30 miles away, which means I had to travel, 60 to 120 miles a day, finding a good job with a good company in a big town or a biggish town. And I mean, just a lot of travel time, a lot of time spent in travel, a lot of gas being burned, looking for jobs, a lot of gas being burned, going back and forth to work. And I mean, that stuff just got old. So by the time 2011 rolled around, my wife and I, we were both tired of that rat race. We wanted to build our own dream, and we were able to do that. So yeah, and it's been worth it. But I mean, even in my case, where I was able to do that within a few months' time, it was not easy. It took some hard work. It took a lot of just gutting it out. And there are still times when the business is slow, when I feel like, why did I do this? Maybe I should go back to Hamburger Hut, get a job there, be a door greeter at Wally World, or, go to pizza place. I used to deliver pizzas. That was kind of a fun job. But you know what? The freedom that I have working from home is worth the time and the effort it took to build our businesses. And it's worth the effort that we put into it to keep things going and to build things up and to try new things. We have a lot of potential in our home-based businesses. And yeah, I am wanting to build these suckers up and to start earning 6-figure, 7-figure incomes from these home-based businesses. I know we have the potential. I know we can do it. And by God, I am going to do it. And that is the same kind of determination you have to have in establishing your own home-based business. If you just view it as a job and think, okay, I've worked it from one Friday to the next Friday, I haven't gotten a paycheck, chuck this thing, I'm going on to something else. Well, you know what? If you have that attitude, you are never going to make it. You have to have a long-term attitude. You have to have the determination that you are going to build your business, establish your business, bring your business into profit, and then enjoy the fruits of your labors. But I mean, man, you have to have the long-term attitude it takes to do that. You have to be willing to give it months, even years, to be able to build your dream. And while you're building your dream, before you fire your boss, you need to have something that's called cash flow. And I'm going to do another live stream on cash flow because it is important. For a lot of people, you need to have money coming in. For most people, that's a job. And a lot of people, I built my first home-based business while I was working a job working for Wally World. And yeah, I was driving back and forth to work 120-mile round trip every day, going into the nearest big city working for Wally World. And at the same time, I was dreaming about starting my own business, wondering how am I going to do this? And then had the idea, built it up. And while I was building up my home-based business, I had my paycheck from Wally World, which was my cash flow, my weekly cash flow that was coming in. And in my case, it was great because it took me a few months to make that first business profitable. Took me another few months to build up that business to where I thought, okay, now I can fire my boss because I got my home-based business into so much profit that I believe I know that I can replace my full-time income working for somebody else with the income I'm producing with my home-based business. But I mean, you've got to take it in stages. You've got to learn to walk before you run. You've got to learn to crawl before you walk. And a lot of people, they skip those steps. They go all the way to just, okay, I'm establishing my home-based business, and next week I'm going to be running with it, and we're going to be making a ton of money. And sadly, many times it does not work that way. So that's why you need to keep a daily cash flow or a weekly cash flow coming in while you are building your business. And most people, that cash flow is going to be their job. So do not be in a hurry to fire your boss, because while you're building your home-based business, while you are building your dream, you're going to be needing some cash flow until you bring your business into profit, and until you make your business so profitable that you can easily replace the income that you currently have with your current job with the new income that you are producing at home. But I mean, it takes time. It may happen within a few weeks. It may happen within a few months. For still other people, it may take a few years. Other forms of cash flow besides a job could be another business that maybe you've established, could be income producing assets like rental property. Most people do not have those things. Some people do, but for most people, your cash flow is going to be your job. Do not be in a hurry to flush that thing down the toilet until after you have built up your own home-based business and built up a cash flow of your own to replace the cash flow that is your job. So yeah, if you are currently working for somebody else and you are wanting to find a way to fire your boss to gain that level of freedom that other entrepreneurs have built up that everybody dreams of, my hat's off to you. And I encourage you to follow up on your dreams and to build your dream job at home. But don't think it's going to take a week or 2 weeks or even a few months. You may get lucky. You may do it within a few months. I know a lot of people who have done that. But I mean, you have to have the long-term attitude that you are going to learn how to do this. You're going to start building your business while you're learning. You are never going to stop learning. You're going to be constantly working on improving yourself, improving your skills, improving your home-based business until you have built the business of your dreams. And then even after that, you have to keep putting in the effort that's needed to keep your business running on an even keel. Now, one resource that I wholeheartedly recommend, one resource that I have used, that I am currently using to continue to build my dreams in home-based business, is this one right here. Go to ralphshomebiz.com/3K, and that will give you a free 4-step formula for building a business that could potentially be earning you an extra $3,000 a month if you follow the steps and do things properly. It's a free lesson. And I mean, take advantage of it because there's a lot of wisdom in what is taught in this free lesson. Just go to ralphshomebiz.com/3K. Look at this simple 4-step formula and see if it's something that might work for you. It's something that you can implement in affiliate marketing and network marketing with any company out there. And if you want really fast results, you want to join the company that I am with. But you can join this and you can work this with any company without even joining the company that I am with. But the lesson is free. Check it out. See if it speaks to you. See if it's something that you can work with. So do not be in a hurry to fire your boss, folks. You can build the job of your dream working from home. You can build your own dream job in your own home-based business, but it's going to take you time. And until you get to that point, you're going to need the income that you get from your job to live off of, to buy the things that you need to do home-based business right. Because there's overhead. Like in any business, home-based business has its overhead. You've got to invest in training materials. You've got to invest in your own skill sets. There are things like autoresponders that you may want, websites you may want to buy, getting your own blog. There are free ways to do this, but the best ways, you have to shell out a little bit of money to get those things going for you. So there is overhead. So don't throw your job away until you are ready to just go in 100% and until you've already made your first home-based business profitable. Takes time to establish. Takes time to bring a business into profit. Do not sell yourself short and think you can't do it, but at the same time, don't think you can run before you even begin to crawl. Take things in steps, in stages. Take advantage of the free lesson plans that are out there, especially the one down below, ralphshomebiz.com/3K. A lot of valuable material right there. Take advantage of all this material, learn it, implement it, and run with it as fast as you can, as well as you can, but take things one step at a time. And please, don't be in a hurry to fire your boss. You may need that job for another few months, maybe even another year or two before you are successful in bringing your first home business into profit. Dreams are worth building, my friends, and dreams like this are definitely worth the time it takes to build up. So that's all for now. Thanks for dropping by. This is Ralph signing out.